Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Star City Bulldog Stadium as we're getting set for the first ever annual Battle of the Bayou between your Star City Bulldogs and the visiting Dumas Bobcats. A very pleasant good evening to all of you. I'm Josh Smith. I'll be bringing you your play-by-play action as we get set for game time here in Star City. It was a big night to celebrate in Hamburg last week as your Bulldogs shut out the Hamburg Lions, won that one easy in a mercy rule affair, and so the Dogs have come back home and are looking to build on that and have another great game here tonight as they take on their rivals from about 25 miles down the road, the Dumas Bobcats. We'll be back with some live action here in just a moment as we bring you live play-by-play action from Star City. As we get set for the game action tonight, I'd like to remind all of you of the folks that help make this possible each and every week. We've got something here called the Bulldog Foundation, different levels of sponsorship based on the contribution that each one gives, Diamond being the very top level. And some of our Diamond sponsors here in Star City: Reliance Bank, Connect Bank, Lawn and Power, Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, Griffin Funeral Services of Star City, State Farm, Reed Robertson Agency, Hales Realtors and Associates, and Star City Insurance. Our gold sponsors, the Harper Law Office, Chartwells, and ABM. The silver sponsors for the Bulldog Foundation are the Little Doghouse, Simple Simon's Pizza, Mike's Place, Green Land and Title, and Total Power. Our bronze sponsors, the Produce Shed, Matt and Christy Tucker, Todd and Emily Dutton, Randy and Cheney Rayleigh, Bracy and Jennifer Wilkerson, Lincoln County Farm Bureau, Jordan and Ashton Frizzell, and Jeff and Stacy Frizzell. Big thank you to all of our sponsors that help make all these beautiful things happen here at Star City. New facilities popping up everywhere. We're in a brand new press box this year. Last year, it was a brand new turf surface along with the Star City Arena. We've got some great support here in our local community, and we can't thank all of you enough. We'll take a quick break as both teams get set to make their way onto the field. We're only about 4.5 minutes away from kickoff. You are watching and listening to your Star City live stream on YouTube. Hey fans, we'd like to remind you all of tomorrow's Star City High School Band first annual Fall Fest. They're going to be downtown in the town square with food, fun, and games, all kinds of activities. That's going to be tomorrow, Saturday the 16th of October, from about 10 a.m. until 4 in the afternoon. So come on down, make your way out, support your Star City High School Band, have some fun, and enjoy the community activities right here downtown. We welcome you back to live action here in Star City. The Bulldogs have made their way onto the field, and they are lined up behind their tunnel, ready to take the field. The Dumas Bobcats have not made their way out tonight. It looks like Cole Branson is going to be the lone senior and the lone captain for the Bulldogs here. The officials are at midfield. Cole ready to go out for the toss, just waiting on his counterparts from Dumas to make their way out onto the field. Dumas has really had some success the past few years, but it's been tough going for the Cats this year. New coaching staff, new regime, and new philosophy. And so there's been some adjustment and trying to get some guys out. And so they've had some tough sledding throughout this season so far. We'll be back with your live play-by-play action in just a moment. We're just under 2 minutes before we get set to kick the football from Bulldog Stadium. Two captains have made their way down to midfield. Again, Cole Branson is going to be the captain for Star City tonight, and Kavion Beavers is going to be the captain for the Dumas Bobcats. So it looks like we're about to have our selection. The Bulldogs won the toss, and they want the football first here tonight, so they're going to start the game off on offense and try to put some points on the board first. We'll take one more break in the commentary before we bring you your live play-by-play action. We're getting set for Star City Bulldog football right here from Bulldog Stadium. All right, folks, we're getting set for kickoff. Going back deep for Star City is going to be the regulars we've grown accustomed to since the injury to C.J. Turner. Number 5, Jamari Douglas, and number 9, Javion Turner are going to be your two guys back to try to get a return for the Star City Bulldogs. They're waiting on the Cats. It's been a night of waiting so far, but we're just about ready for action. Of course, Dumas is going to be wearing the white uniforms tonight with the yellow hats. From a distance, they look very much like the LSU Tigers in their colors. Star City wearing the home blue helmets with blue tops, blue pants with white stripes. So here come the Cats. They look like they're a little jacked up, ready for the game. Miguel Chavez is going to handle the kicking duties for Dumas, and the official doesn't like the football. Kickers like it a little flat. They can get a little more into it. The official thinks it's a little too flat. So they're going to go to the sideline and get another football. It's like we've got our own high school version of Deflategate here. So we'll see what they do. Bill Belichick must have rode on the Dumas school bus tonight. Decided to take a little air out of the football. Looks like they finally got it fixed up as the official gets one he likes. So we'll try to tee it up once more as Chavez gets set to kick it off. It's football time in Star City. Chavez approaches the football, and it is a low worm burner that's going to be picked up by Jamari Douglas right around the 30. Jamari has a little bit of room, and he's going to get it up to about the 39-yard line, and so it'll be good field position for the Star City Bulldogs as they started off 1st and 10. They'll be on the near hash, closest to the Star City home stands for their first offensive series. We know the crew that's going to be out there. Mason Taylor is going to be your quarterback. I see Javion Turner, Cole Branson, and Tank Jones going to be in the backfield. Cole Branson's going to be your I-back. They hand it off to Branson. Branson across the 40. He's up to midfield, and he'll be tripped up there after a gain of 11 yards and a Star City Bulldog first down on the first carry of the night. So Branson finds room right up the middle. He finds a big gash, and he gets good first down yardage for the Dogs. They're going to come back out in the I formation once again. Same play. Branson up over the 45, and they'll stuff him there. So he'll pick up 4 yards. We'll call it 5 on first down. Branson lost his helmet on the play. He's going to have to check out of the ball game, or you usually have to. The official's not going to make him, so, hey, he'll stay on. I think Dumas wanted that call as well, that he lost his helmet, but they're not going to get it. Flex bone look. Tank Jones directly behind the quarterback, Taylor. Taylor going to run the option. He hands it off straight ahead to Tank Jones. And Jones is going to get it up to about the 40-yard line of the Bobcats. And that should be right at the first down yardage, and it looks like they're going to give it to him there. So it'll be a fresh set of downs and a 1st and 10 for the Star City Bulldogs. We're just underway here in the first quarter, which reminds me you may want a scoreboard up there. There you go. No score in the ball game. Star City sends 2 men out wide. Branson goes in motion. Mason Taylor, straight quarterback keeper. He's over the 35, over the 30, still on his feet. Now they're going to say that's a fumble. The ground calls the fumble, and here comes one of the officials. One official saying it's down. One official said the ball was out. So they're going to confer this could really be a swing play, but it appeared that Taylor's elbow hit the ground, causing the football to pop out. The ball was on the ground. Play was over. So it's going to be 1st and 10. That's the right call there. So the ground can't cause the fumble. So they're going to send Peyton Taylor out wide. They'll line up in the I formation. Trey Proctor in the game at your tight end on the near side. They hand off backside to Cole Branson. Branson's inside the 20 as he's going to rumble ahead to about the 16 or 17-yard line. So Cole Picks up about 7 yards on first down. That's going to make it 2nd down and 3 for your Dogs. Ty Grayson splits out to the far side. Mason Taylor hands it off to the right. Javion Turner's got it inside the 10. And he's going to have another first down for the Dogs, as it'll be 1st and goal for the first time here tonight. 9:42 remains on the clock. We've got an official time on the field for an injury. And it looks like he's going to get up and make his way off the field and hustle off for his coach. You like to see that. So as he makes his way off, it's going to be 1st and goal. Austin Wilkerson checks into the ball game. He'll be bringing in the play. Checking in for the Cats, Jackson Dixon. Wilkerson split out wide. They hand it off to Branson. Branson's at about the 5. He's inside the 5, fighting for yardage, as he'll get it down to about, let's see where they're going to spot him down. They're going to say his knee was down back at the 6, so he gets about 3 or 4 yards. Not quite as far in as I thought he had made it. Jamari Douglas checks in. He's going to split out to the far side along with Javion Turner. And we've got a whistle and a flag on the play, and it's going to be a dead ball, false start against Star City. And so that illegal procedure is going to put them in a hole. Coach Vereen not happy about that one. Star City threatening here tonight for the first time. It's now going to have to snap it from about 10 or 11 yard line. Ryan Albright's going to be out split. Cole Branson gets a handoff. He gets inside the 10. But that's about it. He'll give him the 8 yard line. Not a lot there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal, as Star City needs to get in from the 8 yard line. Peyton Taylor checks into the ball game. Talented freshman. Proctor's going to be your tight end on the left side. Flex bone look for Star City. Mason Taylor runs the option. He's got lots of room, and he dances his way into the end zone for a Star City Bulldog touchdown. Mason Taylor read that option perfect, and just like that, it is 6-0, Star City on top of Dumas. Andres Heredia makes his way onto the field for the first time here tonight, as he's going to attempt the extra point. So Star City coming away with the score after a penalty down inside the red zone pushed him back. Mason Taylor found a lot of room behind that offensive line and pretty much walked into the end zone. Snap is down and good. Heredia's kick is right down Broadway. It's 7-0. Star City will take a break in the action and be back with more right after this. He goes out everywhere. He pretty much plays kickoff, a little bit of everything. All right, folks, got a little extra bonus commentary there as I'm talking to my son in the press box. Dogs on top 7-0 after scoring on their first drive of the night. Methodical march down the field exactly as the coach scripted it, I'm sure. So Heredia is getting it teed up. He'll put his foot into it here for the first time tonight. And the ball blows off the tee. While we got a break in the action, it looks like Orlandrick Tatum as well as Jackson Dixon are going to be your deep men to return the football. Heredia kicks it deep. It's fielded by Dixon. Dixon up over the 20, 25. He's got some speed and some quickness. Look at him go. He gets over the 35, and that's where Dumas will take over first down and 10. But Dixon took that football like he'd been shot out of a cannon and really got it up the field quickly. So the first time tonight, we're going to get a look at this Dumas offense. Not sure what to expect. There's been a lot of changes over the last few years, lots of different philosophies. So we're going to see here tonight what the identity of this team is. It looks like they're going to line up in the old wing tee. Nope, they're going to be in a shotgun set. Quarterback looks to throw. He's going to go deep over to the near side, and that's going to get a flag on the very first play as your quarterback, Joseph Jones, just aired it out as he was looking for Guillermo Petty. Petty drawing the flag on the very first play here tonight. There's no doubt Turner was pretty aggressive with the hands there, and so that's going to move Dumas up the field 15 yards and give them a first down automatically. I think everybody threw their flags. I do like the fact they're using the pink flags here tonight. Awfully easy to see. Shotgun set. 3 men split out wide. The quarterback hands it off up the middle as they're going to get it across midfield. And they'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards on first down. Looks like running the ball for Dumas is going to be Tatum a lot of the times. So your quarterback again, Joseph Jones. Orlandrick Tatum is the back beside him in the backfield. Lee and Petty split out here to the near side. Shotgun set. They'll pitch it outside. Once again, get it into the hands of Orlandrick Tatum. He breaks a couple tackles. He'll pick up about 3 more as that's going to make it third down, and we'll call it about 0-2. So Dumas in a third and favorable situation. The Bulldogs try to hold them here on third down. Quarterback gets the ball out of his hands quickly. You got to give him that. So Guillermo Petty is going to be split out here to the near side. Star City loading up that box. Quarterback Jones hands it off up the middle. Tatum is hit originally back behind the line, but his second and third effort gets him a first down, and that'll be a new set of downs for the Dumas Bobcats. Hard running up front by Orlandrick Tatum. So they'll send the play in. Looks like they do everything by hand signals and numbers over on that sideline. Shotgun set. Tatum next to Jones, the quarterback. Jones looks to pass. He throws it down the far sideline, and it looked like they thought about reaching for a flag once again as Austin Wilkerson was there in coverage, but that time he did a good job and he did it legally. So now it's 2nd and 10. Dumas going with a no huddle, not swapping a lot of personnel. Shotgun set. 2 men out wide. Dumas shows a blitz. And it's going to be a false start against Dumas. Star City was stomping and showing the blitz at them. And they get Dumas to move, so that'll back them up 5. We thank all of you for joining us here tonight. We are in the first quarter. Star City leads it 7-0 with about 6 minutes left in the first. Dumas is going to send 2 men out wide here to the near side. Jones is going to run bootleg and look to get that pass out. That ball was on the ground. I know they're trying to sell it there, but that ball was on the ground. Lee did a good job of bringing it in, but he trapped it against the ground before rolling it over. Good job by the officials keeping an eye on that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and 15. You figure it's going to be a definite passing situation. Dumas will snap it from the far hash on their side of the field. They're just across the 50 at the 44-yard line of the Star City Bulldogs. Shotgun set, 4 men out wide. They set up the screen, and that was nearly picked off as it was tipped 2 or 3 times in the air. It looked like one of the Dumas receivers left a little early. The Star City will take this as Daniel Curtis makes his way onto the field to handle the punting duties for the Cats. Ty Grayson goes back to return the punt for Star City. Dumas still trying to get some personnel onto the field. Good snap to Curtis. High wobbly punt, hits at the 25, takes a big Dumas roll all the way back to the 11-yard line. So good job by Curtis flipping the field on the Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break in the action and be back with offense in just a moment. Branson with a huge play and that big run on first down. And there's 15 more on the end of it after Branson was hit well onto the Star City sideline. And so going from the their own 11-yard line, the Bulldogs are already down at the Dumas Bobcat 38 with 1 snap of the football. Tank Jones directly behind the quarterback Taylor. Branson and Turner are your halfbacks. Turner gets it on the right side. He's inside the 35, and he's going to power ahead to about the 31-yard line. And so Star City really getting a good push from their offensive line. Second down and about 4 for the Dogs. Jamari Douglas splits out to the far side. Handoff was thought about going up the middle. Mason Taylor dropped the football on the option exchange, and he recovers it, and he's going to be dropped for a loss, as that time he just could not get it back cleanly from Tank Jones. And we've got an official time on the field. Looks like they're bringing the captains out. This tells me that there's a lot of jawing and talking going on between the two teams. So he's letting them both know. And so after that play, it's going to be 2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Branson. Branson across the 30. And he's going to be right at the marker. It was actually 3rd down. They still had it showing 2nd on the far side, but that was 3rd down. And now it's 1st down as Branson picks up more than enough yardage to move the chains. So 4:24 remains here in the first quarter. Star City on top 7-0, using that same methodical approach they did on their first drive. Javion Turner's going to be in the backfield behind Tank Jones. He'll dot the I this time. Play action to Turner. Taylor turns it loose, and he just overthrows Cole Branson. Branson had his man beat as River Patton was back there in coverage, but he had gotten behind him, and that time Taylor just could not drop it into the hands of Cole Branson. So Ty Grayson's going to make his way onto the field to spell Branson after that big route. Jamari Douglas going to run the play in. Be 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're going to snap it from the Dumas 27. Taylor runs the option. There he goes, right up the middle. Mason Taylor's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Mason Taylor did an outstanding job that time on riding that option, pulling it, finding the gap, and getting up the field. That makes it a 13-0 ball game as Andres Heredia makes his way onto the field to attempt the extra point. Left-footed kicker steps it off. Kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It's 14-0 in Star City. We'll take a break in the action and be back with a kickoff in just a moment. Andres Heredia gets it teed up for Star City. After the second score on the second drive, they lead it 14-0 over Dumas here from Bulldog Stadium. Looks like the rain is cleared out. Hopefully we should have a dry night the rest of the night. Heredia looks like he's teed up to either onside kick it or kick it to the far side. Instead, he does his typical fake, and he puts it 2 yards into the end zone for a touchback. It's a great kick by Heredia. I don't know that I've ever seen a high school kicker that is as good as he is at lining up and showing one thing and then coming back and doing something totally different. Coach Vereen celebrating on the sideline with his kicker. And I can tell you that's a weapon. When you don't let teams who have electric returners like Dumas do get a hold of the football, you're doing something. So Dumas is going to bring them in a tight bunch. Shotgun set for the Cats. They're going to hand it off on the right side to Tatum. Tatum had all sorts of room on that side as he stretched it out wide. Ty Grayson comes in and makes the tackle for Dumas, or for Star City, excuse me. It was a 4 or 5 yard pickup for Dumas as they'll get it up to the 25-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Again, Tatum, all sorts of speed in that backfield. They spread them out, and they use the speed to race to the corners. That's been one of Dumas's signatures for many years. And so we've got a timeout on the field taken by the Cats. We'll take it with them and be back with more in just a moment. Cats make their way back onto the field. So do the Dogs. We're in the first quarter. It's 14-0. Star City has about 3 minutes are left here in the first. Cats again in that tight bunch, shotgun set. They bring a man in motion, and there's the ball on the ground as they tried to hand it off on the jet, and he's going to be dumped back at the 20-yard line as Taylor and Jeremy Votts come flying in to take him down. And so that'll put him back, looks like around the original line of scrimmage. Well, they're going to keep the ball there. Looked like he had been dumped back at the 20. So excuse me for missing my numbers there. Tight bunch on each side. Shotgun set. Quarterback rolls right, looks back left. He throws it, and a great job by Austin Wilkerson coming in from the safety position to knock it away from Jalen Jones, and it's 4th down for the Dumas Bobcats. You can see a little bit of what they're trying to do. They're trying to get some speed and use it on the corners. Curtis will be in to punt for the second time here tonight as Ty Grayson goes back to return the punt, and he'll set up at about his own 43. Dumas has to run an extra man onto the field. High snap for Curtis. He gets it away, but that one's going to barely get back to the 30-yard line. Curtis did all he could do just to get that one off. So a great job by Star City getting back there, and more importantly, not roughing the punter. That's a very tough task to do, and they did a great job. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Dogs. They'll be cooking from their own, or from the Dumas 30-yard line. Jamari Douglas runs the play in. And he's going to split out here to the near side. I formation behind the quarterback, Taylor. Turner's going to get it on the handoff at the 30. He tries to bounce it outside. He turns it up the field. Javion Turner's got a lot of room as he's inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at about the 17. And so that'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So great job that time by Javion Turner. Ryan Albright, the sophomore, makes his way onto the field with the play. Flex bone look for the Bulldogs. They'll slide Turner back in the wing tee. There goes Mason Taylor on the option keeper. Nobody sees him. He races for the pylon, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Star City Bulldogs. Mason Taylor here tonight has done a great job reading that option. And as you can see, the pink powder pops here in the stands, and the Dogs lead it by 3 scores, 20-0 over the Dumas Bobcats. Andres Heredia makes his way onto the field to attempt the extra point. We've got a flag down on the field. And let's see what they're going to call. As they go explain it, we've got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Star City. And so Heredia is going to have to attempt that extra point from a lot longer than he normally would. I think they want some explanation there. So now Heredia will be kicking it from the 10. Kick is up, and it's good. It doesn't matter where you move him. He's going to make it 21-0. Dogs on top. We'll be back right after this. Star City Bulldog Foundation would like to thank its sponsors here tonight. Its gold sponsors are Harper Law Office, Chartwells, and ABM. Our diamond sponsors, Reliance Bank, Connect Bank, Lawn and Power, Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, Griffin Funeral Services, State Farm, the Reed Robertson Agency, Hales Realtors and Associates, and Star City Insurance. Our silver sponsors are the Little Dog House, Simple Simons, Mike's Place, Green Land and Title, and Total Power. And so it looks like what they did, instead of backing them up on the extra point, they have backed them up here as they hope to give their returner a chance. Heredia is going to have to tee it up from his own 25. Dumas has walked its returners up to the 20-yard line. Hopefully Heredia can pop it over their head, make them have to go chase the football down. Left-footed kicker lines up on the other side of the ball this time, and he's going to kick a corner kick here to the near sideline. It's going to hit at the 40, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line as Dumas wisely lets that one go as he kicked it over the head of Daniel Curtis. And so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Cats. They currently trail it by 3 scores. And we're still in the first quarter of play. 1:42 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first quarter with your Dogs on top by a lot. Some of our bronze sponsors for the Bulldog Foundation are Matt and Christy Tucker, The Produce Shed, Todd and Emily Dutton, Randy and Cheney Rayleigh, Bracy and Jennifer Wilkerson, Lincoln County Farm Bureau, Jordan and Ashton Frizzell, and Jeff and Stacy Frizzell. A huge thank you to our Bulldog Foundation members for their generous contributions to the Star City School District. So here we go. Dumas sends 2 men out wide. Shotgun set for the quarterback, Jones. Tatum alongside him in the backfield. They're going to take it, hand it off to Tatum. He's wrapped up in the backfield. As that time, Shamar Jackson got his paws on him first. Then a whole host of Bulldogs come in to gang tackle him, but that was all set up by Shamar Jackson breaking loose from his man, grabbing a hold and not letting go. Shamar makes his way off the field. Second and 12. Shotgun set. Jones in trouble. Trey Proctor had a hold of him, and he's going to lose big yardage. And a flag comes flying in at about the 41-yard line. I'm not sure if that's going to be a hold or a face mask. We'll see what they call. Personal foul, face mask against Star City. I think Proctor had a hold of that face mask, trying to keep him from getting away. And so that'll give them a first down automatically. We're still in the first quarter of play here. About 46 seconds will be left in the first quarter when they snap the football. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for Dumas. I thought a personal foul was an automatic first down. I guess I was mistaken. That's why I'm in the booth and not out there on the field in the stripes. Jones takes it. He hands it off straight up the middle to Tatum. Tatum dances outside of the left side. He's got some room inside the 30. There goes Orlandrick Tatum. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Dumas Bobcats. He just kept shaking loose, and nobody made a tackle. And so Dumas is on the board, 21-6 here in the first quarter. I sure didn't think Star City would get to snap it again in the first, but it looks like they're going to, as we still got 35 ticks of the clock. On for the extra point for the Cats, Miguel Chavez. Quarterback Joseph Jones is the holder. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's through there. 7-0 is our score. As Dumas gets on the board, we'll take a break in the action to be back with more in just a moment. We're back as we're set for action as Chavez gets set to kick it off for Dumas. They blow the play live. He's going to kick a low worm burner that's going to be fielded by the quarterback, Mason Taylor. Taylor's got room up over the 40 as he's going to get knocked off his feet at about the 44-yard line. First down and 10 for your Bulldogs. (21-7) as we get set to snap it again here in the first quarter. Wing T set. They hand it off to Cole Branson. Branson's got room over the 35. I think they wanted a horse collar tackle, but that one was just around the neck, unfortunately. He never got down in the back of his pads. So pick up a 3 yards on first down. That'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Still 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the clock is doing something funny, making noise. It's showing 1 second, but it is expired. And so we'll take a break in the action after 1 quarter of play. Star City 21, Dumas 7. We'll be back with the second quarter of action in just a moment. We've got a new 12 on the clock, and they have flipped the field as Star City gets set and puts their backs to the scoreboard. They'll send Peyton Taylor, the freshman, out wide. Flex bone set for the quarterback, Mason Taylor. Tank Jones directly behind him. Mason Taylor is going to get the snap. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49-yard line of Dumas. He'll pick up about 4. So that's going to make it 3rd and 3 for the Dogs. Cole Branson lies up in the I formation. They hand it off to Branson. Branson's got a lot of room. He's over the 40. He cuts over the 35, the 30. The flag comes out, and they tackle Branson almost in the stands. But we've got 2 flags, and that's probably going to be in the neighborhood of holding. Offensive player asking who it was. So it is going to be a hold. So it'll be 3rd down. Star City nets 2 yards after a big run by Branson. Ty Grayson's going to be your receiver here on the near side, just across midfield. I formation once again. Mason Taylor keeps it on the quarterback sneak, and he has not got the first down yardage. So it's going to be 4th and a yard. So let's see what they're going to do. Mason Taylor makes his way off the field as he lost his helmet. Peyton Taylor's going to come in and take this snap. I would imagine you're going to see Cole Branson or Tank Jones right up the middle with the backup quarterback in. They draw Dumas off, but they get it back. Peyton Taylor goes with the hard cadence. And Star City takes a timeout. They'll get to bring their starting quarterback back onto the field. We'll take it with them. You're watching Star City Bulldog football on the YouTube live stream. So 4th down and about a yard is what Star City faces this time. Looks like Peyton Taylor's going to stay on the field. I guess Mason had not technically stayed off for a play. He hands it off. Cole Branson's hit in the backfield, and I don't know that he's going to get it. It's all going to depend on the spot. It's going to be very close. Let's see what they say. Officials back them up, and they're going to measure it. I'm telling you, folks, that is about as razor thin as it gets. And I feel like it was a pretty good spot exactly where the football was. So let's see what the call is going to be. The Jeopardy theme song rings out here in the stadium as the officials pull the chain tight. And it is a first down for the Dogs by a thread of the football. It is very, very close, but the Dogs convert. Keep this drive alive. 10:46 remaining here in the first half, that is, not the first quarter. Star City leads it 21-7 over Dumas. Fresh set of downs, flex bone look. Mason Taylor keeps it on the option. He bounces it outside. Here comes another flag. Taylor's got first down yardage, but we got a flag in the backfield, and I'm sure that's a hold. We have had several of those here tonight. I can tell you, the coach is not happy about that one. So take the first down off the board and back them up. Back to their side of the field. So Star City going to be in a big hole now. It'll be first down. But it's going to be first and a country mile. They called the hold back beyond the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third and about 22 or 23 to go. Excuse me, first and 22 or 23. Cole Branson gets the handoff. He fumbles the football, and Dumas is going to drop him for a big loss. Branson had some room to run around that left side, but he coughed the football up, and the Cats drag him down for an even bigger loss. Dumas starting to feel a little momentum here. That's why it's important to get down that field and shut them down. Let's see if the Dogs are going to go to the air. They've only chosen to do so one time tonight. Branson burned his man down the field, but Taylor just overthrew him just a bit. So it'll be second down and a long way to go. And we've got flags. And now it's going to be a delay of game against Star City. Wow. Sloppy play all over the place here tonight. Back them up more. So the original line of scrimmage was the Dumas 46-yard line. Star City now is back at their own 34. Mason Taylor looks to throw. He's getting in trouble. He fires it out on the right side. He short arms it, not able to get it to Grayson. And so now it's going to make it third and very long. So big third down here. I don't know that you got to play in your playbook for this kind of yardage. Third and at least 25 to go. Javion Turner goes in motion. He's going to block. Mason Taylor has some running room. He kind of gets caught up with his own lineman. He breaks free. He's still running around the right side, but he cannot get outside and outrun the Dumas speed. He gets it up to about the 35-yard line, and that's it. Now we've got a flag. And it looks like it's going to be against Star City. So So let's see what they're going to call. Tell you what, folks, if you like sloppy football, you're getting a treat tonight. It is a dead ball personal foul against Star City. So now it's going to be 4th and what seems like about 64. Wow. Again, the original line of scrimmage was the Dumas 46, as Star City now gets set to snap it from their own 22-yard line. Wow. Good punt by Mason Taylor, but it hits at the 50-yard line and touched the Dumas player, and Star City recovers it. It hit off the leg of a Dumas player on that far sideline, and that's going to be a Star City football. They have not officially signaled yet, but there is no doubt. It hit off the leg of Star City, or off of Dumas, and Star City recovered it. I don't know what the discussion is about. That's as clear and as plain today, and they are going to say Star City football. I think they just wanted to make sure that maybe he didn't slide out of bounds during the recovery. And so the football bounces the way of the dogs, at least when it comes to luck on that one. So we got a timeout by Star City. We'll take it with them. 8:34 remaining in the first half. Star City on top, 21-7. Star City takes it over 1st and 10 as they get new life after Dumas lets that one bounce off their leg. I formation behind the quarterback, Taylor. He goes play action. He's in a hurry. Here comes Ty Grayson. He comes back and finds the football, and he's got it down inside the 25 as he gets a first down, and I think nearly has his face mask taken off. And so Grayson does a great job. Taylor had to throw that one up. Grayson ran his route perfectly, and Taylor threw it to the spot where he knew his receiver was going to be as he brings in the football. And so that one should tack on some more yardage for Star City. So after they mark off this penalty, that was a personal foul face mask against Dumas. Star City will now have it 1st down and 10 from the Dumas 11-yard line. So Cole Branson is going to be in the I formation behind Mason Taylor and Tank Jones. Javion Turner lines up in the slot position. Jamari Douglas split out here to the near side. Taylor hands it off to Cole Branson, and Branson gets nowhere as he's going to lose 2 yards, as that one was read all the way by Kavion Beavers. And he comes in and makes a stop. So it'll be about 2nd and 12 for the Dogs, as the clock just went under 8 minutes in the second quarter. Looked like it was going to be a wet night here in Star City, but the weather's turned out. Taylor inside the 5. Taylor fights forward, and they're going to say his knee is down at the 1-yard line as Mason Taylor runs that option again. And Mason Taylor has proven to be quite the weapon tonight on the ground running that option. And so it's 1st and goal as Star City gets set to snap the football from the 1-yard line. So 1st and 10. Star City looking to add to their score, and they'll need about the length of a football to do so. Flex bone set for the quarterback, Taylor. Quarterback sneak, he's into the end zone. Touchdown for the Star City Bulldogs. Mason Taylor picks up another one on the ground here tonight, as the Dogs are rolling thus far. Dumas did score on their last possession, but Star City that time, sometimes they say you're better lucky than good. Star City was anything good on the previous drive, as I don't know that I've ever seen a team as penalized and back as far as they were on that one. Ty Grayson makes his way onto the field. So I think he forgot he had to hold for the kicker. And so they'll back Heredia up 5, and they'll just take the penalty rather than burning the timeout, as Heredia's got plenty of leg. And so this time, Heredia will have to kick it from the 15-yard line, which makes it about a 25-yard field goal. Snap is down, the kick is up, and he squeaked it in. Star City 28, Dumas 7. We'll take a break in the action and be back with more in just a moment. Heredia is on the field as he gets set to kick it off. He'll tee it up at his own 40-yard line. Looks like Grayson may have to hold it for him. As you can see on the far side, the wind is picked up. Heredia gets set to kick it off. He gets his foot into it. This time a short high kick, and it's going to go out of bounds over around the 30-yard line of Dumas on their far sideline. So it'll be 1st and 10. For the Cats, they ought to have good field position following the illegal procedure. So Dumas is going to take it, looks like where it went out of bounds at the 37. Are they going to say it went out there? Cats will send 3 men out wide. Star City looked like they jumped into the neutral zone, but they were able to get back. Handoff goes to Tatum. Tatum has got a lot of room, and Tatum gets shoestring tackled to save the touchdown. My goodness. That's twice that Orlandrick Tatum has gotten free. But there is a flag back at the Dumas 47-yard line, and I may know why he got sprung so easily. Dumas is shaking their heads, and they know why too. That's going to be a holding call against the Cats. Their coach is not happy. I don't know if he's not happy with the call or what. They're going to mark it off. Never seen a game where the officials have such a discussion with a huddle. So that'll move it back to the Dumas 37, pretty much right back to the original line of scrimmage. I think I know who I'd keep my eye on this play if I were Star City. Wherever number 5 goes, so go at least 2 guys. Shotgun set for the quarterback, Jones. Tatum is on his right this time. They hand it off to him. There he goes left. And this time he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage as Jeremy Votts came flying in to make a good play. Shamar Jackson and Antonio Matthews stringing him out to that far side, doing their job. So now it's going to be 2nd and about 11. Penalties have been a killer in this game tonight against both teams. Tatum alongside the quarterback, Jones, this time joins him on the left side. Jones looked to change things up. He's going to throw the quick bubble, and it was intended for Derek Lee here on the near side, as Lee got his eyes upfield before he made the catch. And so now that's going to be 3rd and 12. That was a hot route where they saw his defender backed off of him 7 to 8 yards. So now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Dumas Bobcats. Jones empties out the backfield. 3 men out wide. He's got 2 H-backs. Ty Grayson comes up to jam his man. The quarterback, Jones, is in trouble. He scrambles out of it on the far sideline, gets the pass into the hands of his intended receiver, Derek Lee, but Lee was well out of bounds when he made the catch. And so that's going to make it 4th down and 11 with 5:11 remaining here in the first half. So once again, Daniel Curtis owned a punt. It was not a good punt for him last time, as it was a bad snap, and he had to fight for his life back there to get it off. Good snap, as Curtis is able to get his foot into this one. Grayson catches it on the fly at the 30. He's across the 40, and he's going to run out of bounds on the Dumas sideline at about the 43. And so a 13-yard return by Ty Grayson. That'll make it first down and 10 for the Dogs. 28-7 is our score. So the Dogs will get this one going with 5 minutes and 13 seconds in the half. We're playing friends in low places here in Bulldog Stadium. Mason Taylor keeps it on the option. He tries to stretch it outside, and he's going to get it to the 49. He'll pick up about 7 yards. Call it 6. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ryan Albright checks into the game. He'll be your receiver here on the near side for the Dogs. Taylor hands it off on the right side to Javion Turner. He gave up a lot of room. Turner gets it back across midfield and up to about the 49, just inside the 49. As that time, Ethan Cruz came flying in for Dumas, made him change his trajectory a little bit. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Dogs. Tank Jones makes his way off the field. He's a little gimpy after that one. Well, here come the Dogs as they hustle to the line. They got to snap the ball. They get it off just in time. Cole Branson's got a lot of room. He's inside the 40-yard line, down to about the 38 of the Dumas Bobcats, and that's going to be a first down. Dumas sideline was wanting a delay of game, but Branson Taylor literally got the snap a half second before the clock ran out. So I think it's going to be an official time as they make their way to the sideline. It looks like to talk with the press box. This is awfully odd. The officials are talking to the timekeepers here, and they're talking back to them via loudspeaker. So everyone on the field on both sides hearing the discussion. That's an odd one. Never know what you're going to see on Friday nights. We saw a 4th and 42 here tonight. Now we're seeing a 1st and 10 with a fresh set, 25 seconds on the clock. I bet we're about to see some YMCA dances on the field. I think they were playing that one. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Dogs. Handoff goes to Cole Branson. Branson cuts it up the middle. He's across the 35, stretches it forward to the 34-yard line. Pickup of about 5 or 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Clock under 3 minutes, showing 2:45 remaining in the half. Flex bone look. Taylor's going to take the snap. He hands it off. He was trying to run the option. With Tank Jones out, it looks like his fullback in now is Jay Logan. Logan didn't want to let go of the football. Mason was trying to pull it out of there so he could run that option. But Logan clamped down on it, and he wasn't about to let go. It's 3rd and 5. Handoff, straight handoff to Cole Branson. Branson is going to get it about 1.5 yards short of the first down as he'll get it just inside the 31-yard line. They need the 29 for a first down. And so now it is 4th down once again, as I'm sure Star City going to use some time, maybe try to draw them off. They move that spot back. It's going to be a full 4th and 2.5. Handoff goes to Branson. Branson's got the first down inside the 30. He's going to be dragged down at the 15-yard line. Ethan Cruz once again came in and about wrecked that one in the backfield. But he was able to get away from him and keep the drive alive. Cruz has been all over the field here tonight. Looks like he is holding an arm, a little sore out there on the field. Mason Taylor, lots of room inside the 20, inside the 10, cuts it up the middle. Touchdown, Star City, as Mason Taylor reads that option like a romance novel and gets it inside for another Star City touchdown. So great job by Mason Taylor. In case you're wondering where the little romance novel came from, that was an old one from my coach. He used to love to say that when we played the Star City Dogs. They used to have a man named Jet Furneaux that ran that option great, and he used to preach that to us every week. Snap was a little rough, but he gets it down for Heredia, and that makes it 35-7. Your Dogs on top with 1 minute, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Star City leads it. 4 scores. We'll take a break in the action. Star City gets set to kick it off. Just over a minute remaining here in the first half. They're going to have to hold that kick for him once again. Heredia gets his foot into it. It's going to hit at about the Dumas 25 off the chest of Derek Lee, who's able to dive on it and save it. And so first down and 10 for Dumas. So I bet they don't try anything risky as they try to get it to number 5, Orlandrick Tatum, and see if he can outrun somebody to the end zone. We thank everybody for joining us here live on the live stream. What looked like a dark and gloomy night that was going to be filled with rain has turned out to be a beautiful night for football here in Star City with cooler weather on the way. Shotgun set, 3 receivers out wide on that far side of the field. Dumas just fumbled the football. Trey Proctor scoops it up at the 20, and he's inside the 15-yard line. The quarterback, Joseph Jones, went back to pass and just coughed it up. So here's the situation, folks. There's 1 minute left in the half. Star City has a timeout. If they're able to score here, that gets the mercy clock running for the second half. Tank Jones back in the game, flex bone set. Handoff goes to Javion Turner. Turner inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Star City. As Javion Turner takes it in from about the 15-yard line to make it a 41-7 game here in the first half. So as long as Heredia is pure here, that mercy clock will be running in the second half. Heredia down on the field. Getting set for the kick. Hold is down, and it's through the uprights. It's 42-7 here in Star City. 55 ticks of the clock remain in the first half. Quick break in the action, and back with more right after the After that penalty, Heredia gets to set the ball up on the Dumas side of the field as Dumas got an unsportsmanlike conduct that time. And so I would say he's probably going to do his best to kick it through the uprights here. Heredia gets his foot into it, and that's going to hit in the end zone for a touchback. So Dumas will get one more crack at it here in the first half with 55 seconds left. If they don't score here, that mercy clock runs in the second half. It'll be a quick night in Twinkletown. This will be 1st and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. Shotgun set for the quarterback, Jones. He's going to hand it off left side to Tatum. Tatum is stood up at the line of scrimmage there, and he's going to be dropped for no gain on the play. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. 41 seconds left in the first half. Second down and 11. Dumas taking their time. I don't know that they'll snap the ball again here in the first half. There's more time on the play clock than there is on the game clock. Jones does get him set. He takes a snap, hands off to Tatum on the right side. Tatum had some room, but a great job that time as Trey Proctor held on and didn't let him get loose. Folks, it was all dogs in the first half, 42-7 as they lead it over Dumas. We'll take a break in the action and be back with the second half in just a bit. All right, folks, we're about 2.5 minutes from starting the second half here. If you look at the graphic on your screen, we did want to remind you that the Star City High School Band's first annual Fall Fest is tomorrow on the town square from 10 a.m. until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Bring your family down for some little food, some fun, games, and all kinds of activities for people of all ages. Come on out, support your local band. Have a little fun in town, and let's support our folks. We're counting down to kickoff here about 2 minutes 52 seconds until a minute 52 seconds until they get ready for the second half. Just to recap, it was all dogs in the first half. Dumas did get on the board once, but the dogs really having their way in this one tonight as we get set to start third quarter at Star City 42-7, which means that the sportsmanship continuous clock will be running in the second half, which will make for a quick second half here in the land of the dogs. We'll be back with your play-by-play action in just a moment as we get set with a fresh 12 on the clock and get set to kick the football. You're watching the Star City Bulldog live stream on YouTube. We welcome you back live inside of Bulldog Stadium here as Andres Heredia gets set to kick off the football. The Dumas Bobcats kicked off to begin the first half, so they'll get the first crack at it here tonight. Derek Lee and Jalen Jones are going to be the returners back for Dumas. Heredia has kicked the ball all over the field tonight. Kicked it out of bounds a couple of times. So he sets up to kick off. Heredia gets his foot into it, and it is a deep one that's going to drive the Dumas returner back into the end zone. They're going to bring it out, however, and he's going to be dropped at about the 15-yard line as Derek Lee couldn't find a lot of room on that far side of the field. So it'll be first and 10 for the Cats as they get set to go. See quite a few of the starters still out there for Star City. They're usually going to give them a series or two in the second half. That looks to be the case here tonight, and then we'll start seeing, I'm sure, substitutions galore. Jones is your quarterback for Dumas. Looks like a busted play, and he's going to be busted back at the 10-yard line as Shamar Jackson comes in and hits the quarterback Jones. He tried to hand it off, it looked like, to a couple of folks as he put it in the stomach of Derek Lee, but Lee never took the football. And so the quarterback, Joseph Jones, just had to try to scramble around the right side, and there was not much there except the outstretched arms of Shamar Jackson. So Dumas is taking their time. They lost about 6.5 yards on that one. Second down, shotgun set. They keep everybody in a bunch. They bring Lee in motion. It's play action. The quarterback's in trouble again, and they're going to sack him at the 2-yard line. He was very close to that goal line, but they say his forward progress was stopped at about the 2. Not trying to add any insult to injury here tonight. So it's going to be 3rd down and long as the Cats try to find some way to get something going, but they are in a hole here, and it looks like the tents have been mainly folded up. So it's going to be a timeout by Dumas. We'll take it with them. Third and long for the Dumas Bobcats as they'll have to snap it from about their own 2 or 3 yard line. Jones, the quarterback, stands in his own end zone. He's going to hand it off straight ahead. They're able to get, looks like maybe a yard or 2. As the handoff went straight up the middle for Ethan Cruz. And so the fullback is able to get a few yards, and that brings Daniel Curtis on to punt for the Dumas Bobcats. Ty Grayson going to go back to about the Dumas 25. They're going to walk him back up and stay just saying in your safety spot. High snap. Curtis is able to get it away, and it's going to hit at the 25. Take a big Dumas roll all the way down to the Dumas Bobcat 43-yard line. And that's where the Dogs will take over. And speaking of Dogs, it looks like they're pretty much calling them off. Peyton Taylor's going to enter the game. Backup quarterback. Looks like he's going to be the signal caller from here on out. Javion Turner checks out. Ty Grayson goes in. So the clock already at 8 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Handoff goes to the right side, taken up the middle as Dax Humphreys finds some room. Humphreys gets it inside the 40. Down to about the 37-yard line. You'll pick up a good gain of 5 on first down. We'll give him 6 yards. Jamari Douglas checks into the ball game, brings the play in. He'll split out wide. I don't anticipate any passes from this point on. Peyton Taylor keeps it on the option. There he goes. He's inside the 30, and he's going to rumble ahead to the 25. He looks a little reminiscent of another Taylor I know. And so that's a Bulldog first down as the Bulldogs approach the red zone. Ryan Albright checks into the ball game with the play. Lots of youth on this team has gotten a lot of playing time here this year. This has to be valuable. Handoff this time goes into the hands of Jamal Hickman. Hickman takes it from his halfback spot and gets it down to the 21. So he'll pick up 3 yards on first down. That'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Dogs. Again, it's been all-star city here tonight. Dumas had one drive where they broke off a couple long runs. As Orlandrick Tatum, he is electric in the open field, and he was able to get there a couple of times. Wing T set. Peyton Taylor looked to have a little trouble there. I don't know if that was a scheduled keeper or if there was somebody in the backfield extremely quickly. But either way, 3rd down and long for the Dogs. Star City up 42-7 with 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Taylor brings him to the line, wing T look. He's going to hand it off left side to Jamal Hickman. Hickman tries to spin out of a tackle or two, but he's only going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down. And so let's see what Star City's going to do. I'm sure they're just going to go for it here. And so Coach Vereen is going to call him to the sideline for a timeout. I think they're going to let the play clock run all the way down before they call it. And that's a timeout taken by Star City. Folks, we'd like to remind you of our Bulldog Foundation sponsors who have been very generous to the Star City School District. Our diamond sponsors this year: Reliance Bank, Connect Bank, Lawn and Power, Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, Griffin Funeral Services of Star City, Reed Robertson State Farm Insurance, Hales Realtors and Associates, and Star City Insurance Agency. Our gold sponsors: Harper Law Office, Chartwells and ABM. Our silver: Little Dog House, Simple Simons, Mike's Place, Green Land and Title, and Total Power. Now, love the call here. They're going to let Heredia attempt a 41-yard field goal. We'll zoom out so you can see this one go. High snap. He gets his foot into it, and it's going to be just a bit short. I think the high snap messed the timing up just enough, but Heredia was just a few yards from getting it over that crossbar, so I like the call there. Run your kicker out and let him try it. He'd have had a little more to brag about on the weekend if he'd have been able to knock it in from 41. So the ball goes back over to the Bobcats. 4 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and 10. Really, the only change of note on the offensive side for Dumas is it looks like they're keeping Tatum out. Jones gets a snap. He's going to go right. He's going to look to throw on the RPO. He's got it complete to Derek Lee on the far sideline. Lee's got a little room to run. And so Lee's going to have it. Let's see where they're going to call it. They're going to blow it dead back at the 45-yard line of Dumas. First down and 10. Jones looks to pass again. He throws it, and he's got it complete into the hands of Beavers. Beavers is going to get 11 yards, and that's enough for a first down for Dumas to move the chains once again. Clock rolling, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third quarter before we flip ends and play out the final one. Jones is going to be your quarterback, joined by Ethan Cruz in the backfield. Jones gets the snap. He's going to get it out complete to Kavion Beavers. Beavers has a few yards, nothing major there as he's finally gang tackled by Star City. Senior Mikey Smith checking into the game as Joe Harris, the sophomore, comes out for Star City. Wind has really picked up outside. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun set. Jones keeps everybody in a bunch. They take the snap, handoff to Cruz on the left side. Cruz finds a crease. He's across the 40-yard line as he'll get it down to the 36. Really seen a lot of effort out of Ethan Cruz tonight. Coach Vereen using this opportunity to coach up some of his younger guys. Carlos Gaona in there on the line this time. Third down and 3. Jones just able to get it out, but knocked away that time by a closing Peyton Taylor to keep the pass from being completed. So that's going to make it 4th down and 2. As we've got about 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. There's been no score by either team in this period of play. Just a lot of clock running. Jones takes a snap. He hands off to Cruz. Cruz has got the first down and more up the middle. As he gets inside the 35, they'll spot him all the way down to about the 31, 32-yard line. As the third quarter play clock will expire. Folks, it's been all dogs tonight. 42-7 over the Dumas Bobcats in the Battle of the Bayou. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here in just a moment. First down and 10 for the Cats as we get set for the final quarter of action here tonight. Dumas is going to send 2 men out to the near side here out wide. They'll send one out to the far side. Jones takes a snap, and we've got whistles on the field. And we've got a flag, and it's going to be a false start against the Cats to start the fourth quarter. Folks, we didn't get to mention our bronze sponsors here a minute ago. Don't want to leave out the Produce Shed, Matt and Christy Tucker, Todd and Emily Dutton, Randy and Shaylee Rayleigh, Bracy and Jennifer Wilkerson, Jeff and Stacy Frizzell are also bronze members, as are Jordan and Ashton Frizzell, and Lincoln County Farm Bureau. 1st and 15 for the Bobcats. Jones looks to throw. He's going to put some air under it. And that one's going to hit down inside the 5. I think their receiver wanted a flag, but if anything, he crawled up the back of Jamari Douglas on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 15 after the pass falls incomplete. Still odd, even though you know that the sportsmanship clock is on, to see an incomplete pass and the clock's still moving. Jones gets the snap. He hands off to Cruz on the left side. Cruz has got some room. He's inside the 30-yard line, and he's going to fall forward to about the 27. So he'll pick up 4 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down for the Dumas Bobcats. So Dumas lines up on the football. They'll send 3 men out wide. Cruz alongside the quarterback, Jones. 3-step drop. He sets up the screen, and again, it looked like it was there, but Beavers is unable to bring it in. Had another one of those in the first half where the ball really got batted into the air and was a dangerous situation. So that's going to make it 4th down and 5. If Dumas is unable to convert here, it's going to go back over to the Bulldogs. So Dumas will send 4 men out wide. So they'll send out Petty and Jones. Quarterback Jones looking to pass. He was being chased. He gets it complete into the hands of his receiver, Derek Lee, who's able to punch it in for the Dumas Bobcats. Great job by the quarterback, Joseph Jones, avoiding the contact there and getting the pass out. And a good catch by Derek Lee. So Dumas' kicker, Miguel Chavez, on for the extra point here. He also is a soccer-style left-footed kicker. And he punches it through, and Dumas gets on the board again to make it 42-14. Dogs on top. We'll be back in just a moment. Fourth quarter action, Star City on top 42-14 over the Dumas Bobcats. Battle of the Bayou here in Star City. Worm burner kicked and recovered by Mason Taylor, who just takes a knee on the play, and that'll send the Star City offense back onto the field. It's like a lot of reserves are still going to be in, as they're just wanting to get out of here with everyone healthy and call it a night. Clock under 6:40. First down and 10 for the Dogs, I formation. Handoff goes directly into the hands of Jamal Hickman. Hickman has evaded a couple of tacklers, but he's going to end up being dropped for a pretty good loss on that one. Again, Hickman, one of the sophomores. You quickly learn in this game, there's not many teams that you can give up ground and get a first down and get positive yardage, period. So now it's about a 2nd and 20 scenario for the Dogs. Flex bone look for the quarterback, Peyton Taylor. Taylor hands it off, this time to Dax Humphreys. Humphreys tries to stretch it towards that sideline, and there is just too much speed on that Dumas defense. And so Dumas's defense pushing around a little bit, the second unit here from Star City. Star City trying to get some good experience for some of these younger guys. Eric Yanez is going to be split out here to the near side. Flex bone look. Taylor runs the option, and he ends up fumbling the football, and it is scooped up by Kavion Beavers for Dumas, and they're going to have it 1st and 10 inside the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Cats with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the ball game. I know we've got reserves in the game, but you can tell this coaching staff from Star City does not like the sloppy play and not taking care of the football. So Star City has their 11 out on the defensive side. Dumas is going to run their guys out for another offensive series. Jones stays in at quarterback. First down and 10. Jones looks to pass to the right side. He's got it complete, but he is dropped and drilled at the 6 or 7 yard line as Dumas has a receiver down. And so we'll take a break in the action as he's attended to on the field. Dumas receiver being helped to the sideline was Derek Lee, and folks, he took a shot on this near sideline. He brought the ball in, but he paid the price as they absolutely drilled him in the chest. And so it'll be 2nd and goal for Dumas from the 6. Quarterback Jones looking to pass again. He's being chased. They had a hold of him, but he gets free, and they're still going to get him back at about the 10 or 11 yard line as Dakota Thompson comes in there to clean it up. But he was being chased immediately. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. We're about to hit the 3-minute mark remaining in this ball game. Star City leading it 42-14. Dumas trying to get a couple consolation scores at the end of this game here. Cheerleaders are flinging stuff into the stands. Everybody's clamoring. I don't know if it's footballs or what. So now it's going to be a timeout taken by the Dumas Bobcats. We'll take one more with them. 2:42 remaining. Star City on top, 42-14. 3rd and goal for the Dumas Bobcats. They empty out the backfield. The quarterback, Jones, is just going to keep it himself. He stretches it out. He thought he was going to get in, but my goodness, they're coming flying in on that Star City defense right now. Quinn Lewis came in and popped him before he could get inside the pylon, and that'll make it 4th down and goal. Love the fight out of these young guys out there on the defensive side of the football right now. They're taking some pride and do not want to let them in. So 2 minutes remaining in this contest. It's been all dogs here tonight. Quarterback Jones has Cruz beside him to his left. And it's going to be a quarterback draw. He's able to take it up the middle and into the end zone for a Bobcat touchdown. It was a quarterback, Joseph Jones, that time all along. And so he gets it in with a chance to make it a 42-21 ball game. Now, folks, keep in mind it was 42-7 when Star City pulled their starters. And so we've had a couple Bobcat scores against some reserves from Dumas. The Bobcats have been firmly in control of this one here tonight. Chavez's extra point is good. And so the clock is about the 1 minute mark remaining in this ball game. Depending on how fast everybody runs onto the field, we may see a kickoff and we may not. I'm sure the coaches are going to keep them huddled up on the sideline as long as they can. Dumas hustling out there as they want to try to get one more on the board if they can. I'm sure it'll be an onside kick from Dumas. 42 seconds remaining in this one. Been a good night to celebrate for the Dogs. The Battle of the Bayou goes to the Star City Bulldog home team. So lots of folks wearing their T-shirts here tonight for the first ever Battle of the Bayou. And so they're not going to kick it off. It's going to be a Dog victory. 42-21 is where it'll end here tonight. Star City victorious as they win this one big and enjoy this game here tonight. We'll be on the road next week, so we'll be coming to you from Helena, West Helena, as the Dogs go on the road to take on the Cougars and try to win another one. Folks, we thank you for joining us from home, from the game, wherever you may be joining us on the live stream here tonight. Again, it's a big win for the Dogs. It's a final. 42-21, Star City on top. For my man Jackson Smith helping me with camera work and production, I'm Josh Smith.